Hi and welcome to my guide. Today we're going to be completing the full barbarian training, which are 2 firemaking, 2 fishing, 2 smithing techniques and then 1 herblore technique. The quest requirements is a Tybo wannai trio quest, and the stats requirements are 4 herblore, 5 smithing, 11 crafting, 15 agility, 15 strength, 35 firemaking and 55 fishing. Items needed are 2 metal bars with the corresponding logs. So if you bring 2 bronze bars, they will need to bring 2 regular logs. 2 iron bars means 2 oak logs, steel bars mean willow logs, mithril bars mean maple logs, adamant bars mean yew logs and rune bars mean magic logs. Then you'll also need to have some oak logs, a couple of feathers, a hammer, a knife, any kind of axe that you can use, and a tinderbox. Then also a regular attack potion of 2 doses and any kind of bow except for ogre, crystal, dark or twisted. Next for the recommended items is some good food, armor, weapon and potions to kill a lot of mithril dragons until you have chewed bones. The best setup would be what I am currently showing right now, wielding the Zamorak Hasta with full carols, a DFS, native snout helm, 1 super combat potion, 1 extended anti-fire potion, 3 or 4 prayer potions and then a full inventory of monkfish. But if you do not have that gear, then you can also just use the magical method, but that will be a bit more costly because you will need to use a lot more prayer potions and it will take like twice as long for every single kill. And besides from that, for the teleports we need 1 to Catherby and then a couple of game necklaces would be nice. So where to start this barbarian training is right here at Bastorian Falls, just south of the barbarian outpost. Here talk to Alto Godblessed. Now I've already completed a couple of techniques, but let's select the firemaking skill first and just skip through the dialogue and he will explain how to light logs using a bow. So after you've selected the firemaking option, let's go outside of his hut and use oak logs on your bow. You will light it and let's go back to Alto Godblessed and let's select the firemaking option once again. What follows now? But the problem is that we now have to have some chewed bones before we are able to complete the firemaking training. But let's skip killing the mithril dragons until the end. So let's say that we need to seek more answers. Now I've also completed the fishing training method, so let's select that right now, the fishing one. And after you've spoken to him, he will teach you how to leap some fish. So let's search his bed for a heavy barbarian rod. Next let's go outside and go look for a fishing spot. Here just use any of the fishing spots until you have some leaping trout or salmon. Once you have that, use a knife on it until you have some roe. This depends on your cooking level, I think. If you catch some sturgeon, then you will need to drop them because they do not give you any roe. We will need to get roe and sturgeon give caviar. Right, I got some roe. Let's go back to Alto Godblessed and talk to him again. So he will tell you now the second barbarian fishing technique, which is bare-handed fishing. To complete this, let's go to Sears village. I mean Catherby village, Catherby port. You may drop your sturgeon and your offcuts, not needed. Let's go to the Catherby shore and there we will need to catch something barehandedly. The lowest fishing requirement is barehanded fishing is tuna, that requires level 55, and to catch tuna barehandedly we will need to go to a cage harpoon fishing spot. Cage harpoon, let's select the harpoon one. And without the need of a harpoon, we are able to catch some fish, tuna or swordfish. After you've done that, you've completed this task, so let's go back to Alto Godblessed and tell him that we have barehandedly caught a tuna. After that we will be able to complete or start the barbarian smithing. Alright, back to Otto Godblessed. Talk to him about the fishing techniques and that you've taught it. So afterwards, and now there will also be an option about barbarian herblore training. Select that option. Just skip through the dialogue a bit. No more questions this time. Next, let's right click and use the row on the attack potion of 2 doses. And you'll make an attack mix. Talk to Otto Godblessed again about herblore. And you have completed the barbarian herblore training. So now there is only one more remaining besides killing the mithril dragons, and that is the barbarian smithing. Let's talk about spears. Okay, let's go outside and go to his anvil just south of his house. Smith, make a spear depending on what kind of logs and metal bar you have. You've learned it. Let's go back to Otto Godblessed. Tell me more about spears. Afterwards, talk to him again. What about one-handed spears, which you spoke of? And he will now teach you how to make hastas. So let's go back to his anvil, smith, and you should now have 2 options, a spear and a hasta. Make a hasta, click to continue, and let's go back to Otto Godblessed, because we have now completed the barbarian smithing training. Yes, once again about the one-handed spears. I seek more answers. And now the only thing that is remaining is the firemaking one. And therefore we will need to have an axe, a tinderbox, a knife and chewed bones.
Baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
So yeah, let's say that these dragon bones are the chewed bones. Then you just need to bring an axe, a tinderbox and any kind of logs to the pyre site. There are a couple of them here near Otto's house. Then you just need to construct the pyre site. You need suitable wood and barbarian bones. It doesn't matter which kind of logs, but you will need to have chewed bones before you are able to construct this. And when you have done this, you will have completed the firemaking training. Then you just need to talk to Otto to say that you've done this, and then you have completed your barbarian training. Hopefully this still kinda helped, although I have done like half of these tasks already and I didn't get the chewed bones in like almost 40 kills if you add those 2 accounts together. So for the Elite Candrin Diary I will have to come back here eventually. Hopefully this guide still helped. Subscribe, rate, and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.